Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. It is Christmas time, and Lorena has decorated the set.
Yay.
Hey, special guest with us, Jobe Sanchez Jr. Junior Sanchez. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, sir. It's been a long time coming, but we're here now finally.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you in the studio. As always, I'm Joe.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Lorena.
Hey, big shout out to American Hat and Joby's Hats for being the biggest supporters of what we do, and we really appreciate all of their support. So I guess last time Joby was here, you said, you were all nervous because you were here with your boss. Is he your boss too?
Let's find out right now.
Yeah.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I'm going to treat him as if he is the boss.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Probably a good idea. So we were talking, this is your first time
First
on
time.
a podcast, right?
Yeah, ever.
All right. So
So-
cool.
I'm breaking the icebreaker on here.
But you are no stranger to social media. Your social media is pretty solid, and
Yeah.
you've been doing it for quite a while. You've got your own brand, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
So if you don't know, you have, all of you who don't know, you have been in the hat business, in the hat industry almost your entire life,
Yeah.
right?
It's a little
When
boy.
did you start shaping hats? When did you start like getting in there and messing around?
I want to say I remember very clearly when my dad had the first store, which is now the barbershop, JC Barbers.
Right.
I did my first reshape. I blocked it. I did a brick crown and everything. I want to say I was almost my brother Jonah's age.
Yeah.
On 12.
Okay.
12, 11. Yeah. Blocked the hat, did a brick crown on it. Of course, it wasn't for a customer, which is a practice hat that my dad had.
How did
But-
it look?
I mean, I don't remember, the memory's a bit foggy, but I want to say I did a 10 out of 10.
Right. It's funny. I mean, you had to watch him for years before you even attempted it, I would think.
Man, when I first did my first customer's hat, I remember my dad left me with the store. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
It was a summer day. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat real quick, or I'm gonna go get a drink. He just left me with the store alone. So I had to shape his hat, check him out, and I think that's when I was really scared to talk to customers, greet them,
Right.
but I think that's when I kind of got like my 2 feet set and started talking to customers from then on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, Joby started his hat store in La Grande Plaza, and it was in a smaller
Yeah.
store. And now that store, he kept it and he turned it into a barbershop, and he moved to this bigger location in the same mall. And now you have a third, well, not a third location, a second
A
location.
second location.
But and that one's, where is that one? That one's South. Fort
That
Worth?
one is right across, South Fort Worth, right across the Miller factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that, Connor? Is that High School Road? I always get it
No,
confused.
no.
Girls School Road.
Shut up, Joe.
Connor.
Sycamore School Road.
There you go.
That's what it is, yeah.
I-35
Road.
South and Sycamore School Road. 7800 South Freeway.
You got one job, Connor. All you got to do is remember the address and like you
7800 South Freeway. Suite 200.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's right next to the meat market.
Right next to Mi Tierra.
Mi tierra, yeah.
All right. All right. So you were working there. What'd you do? Working there in the summers? Work there after school?
So it was mainly just after school.
Yeah.
After school, at first I started just crowns. Yeah, just crowns, just shaping up crowns, and I would hand them off to one of the open shapers over there to finish the brim up.
Okay.
That's how I started. Just when we first expanded to the bigger location, inside the Grand Plaza Mall.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did you like really get into it and like just
I want to say COVID.
really?
COVID, yeah. COVID, that's when me and my dad, we had the online store up and we were shaping hats 24/7. Just me and him. Me, him, and Pancho.
Okay.
Pancho. Yeah, we were just in there, and that's when my dad really got the one-on-one hat shaping. And then from there, after that, I just kind of got my own rhythm, my own tricks here and there, and that's where it started.
Well, when I first met you, you were going at it hard. You were there pretty much every weekend. You had, your own customers coming in,
Yeah.
and you were, people were looking for a junior shape, right?
Yeah. That's when I was in college.
Right.
In college,
Well,
yeah.
maybe it was before that actually.
Yeah,
just
I
before
had
you-
already graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you took some time off. You went to college,
Mhm.
and you started working on your own brand. So
Mhm.
tell us about your brand. When did that start in the middle of all of this hat shaping?
So, my dad was the one that gave me the idea at first.
Yeah.
Like, man, why don't you, your customers are now asking for you. He's like, you're not just anyone now. Like, why don't you do like a little logo or something that identifies who you are? Not, I mean, you obviously identify as JH, So he was like, he's the one that actually helped me design the logo.
Okay.
He's the one that actually, made my first caps. He's the one that actually sold my first caps. So I want to say when I first started shaping hats, I had them selling there at the first Grand Plaza location there.
Okay.
And I want to say it was 2021. That's when it was, 2021.
That was the founding moment
Yeah.
of JJR Brands.
Yeah, founding moment right there. Well, 2021 was when I went official,
Okay.
right? But I never really publicated it before then.
Mhm.
So, and some t-shirts I say established in 2019. That was when my dad first made the logo and made the sample logos here and there, and that's when he sold them there at the store.
So your dad is the king of hat patches, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he's got,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got probably 40, 50 of them, right?
Mhm.
He's just got more patches.
Yeah, I know. And he's got a Christmas one. He just launched that.
The Christmas one is nice.
That's cool.
I saw the picture of it,
that's
but I
really
haven't
cool.
seen it in person yet. But it's an oversized one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit bigger and it has Santa Clauses in the actual like
Oh, that's
it's-
cute.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
they've got some other new stuff coming.
Nice.
Yeah.
And those are going to be, I bet they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and I know you have done a lot of his designs. So when did you get into like graphic design and stuff?
When did I really get in? So in high school, I want to say senior year, I joined this business class.
Okay.
And senior year, I don't know if you ever heard the term like senioritis, you know?
You wanted
So,
to get out
yeah,
of there.
I was like on senioritis heavy.
Okay.
So, I had 2 hours in that class and I was like, man, we were studying business. I was in a family business. I was like, I'm gonna take advantage. See, so I asked the teacher if she could teach me Photoshop. So obviously it costs, to download Photoshop. So she convinced the principal to let
Oh,
me
we
have.
know.
Yeah. She convinced the principal to let me have Photoshop so I can learn. And that teacher's name is Miss Creasy from Grandview. Yeah, she's the one that really sat down with me and made me learn Photoshop. And that's when I really sat down and I mean I have right now like on a drive like 200 designs of my logos, about 200 of my dad's logos. I just did it over a year. Just designing.
Well, you and I are going to have to sit down and talk because it takes me forever to make a design.
Really?
Well, just the promo that we did yesterday, putting your picture in that logo takes, I mean, I'm getting better at it, but it's still a pain for me. I mean,
Really?
well, yeah, I mean, because I do Photoshop, I have to do Premiere Pro, there's
Yeah.
all of these things in Adobe that I have to deal with. Like you saw that little promo that we did for Christmas. 30
Mhm.
seconds took me half a day.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, it's a lot for me, and I'm self-taught. So maybe getting some pointers from
Oh
you.
yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I always wanna
Connor has a joke.
teach.
Look at his face.
It's because he's old.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a nice addition right there.
I feel like that made it worse.
You had to say it, Connor. You had to say it.
Well, it's okay. I'm self-taught, and everything I know I've learned from YouTube videos, right? So I mean, I started out with still photography, and I thought, okay, well, now I'm gonna do video. This should be easy.
Well, I don't know if you recall, whenever I was starting to get into the photography of my own products, I went to you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what's this? And you steered me in the right way. And that's when I kind of got a little hands-on.
I mean, YouTube is key for learning almost anything.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier when I was dealing with whatever that issue was, you can ask her. I had a couple of YouTube videos pulled up while I was working on my stuff, trying to figure out little things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even today, that video promo I do green screen all the time. Our old studio was green screen.
Yep.
And I thought, well, this is going to be easy. Well, it's not because it's
No,
at an angle.
it's at an
I
angle.
had to learn motion tracking
Right.
all over again because I haven't
Mhm.
done motion tracking in 3 years, right?
Well, that's
So-
the thing is YouTube is a very useful tool.
right.
It is an extremely useful tool if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Or you can just go down the rabbit hole and
Well-
look up conspiracies and stuff.
Well, kind of back to the point I was trying to make earlier about the, trying to put your picture in that logo. That's the same way I make the different colored or different designs on our logo. So, maybe you've got a better way to do that
Well,
because
I've
it
always-
takes me forever.
I've always you stick to the simple two-tone color patch, right?
Right.
For your cowboy. Have you ever tried like experimenting with any type of patterns or anything like
Well, I mean, I've got the Texas flag.
Yeah.
And that's actually an overlay over. I don't want to make this go into a Photoshop
that?
tutorial or anything, but that's kind of an overlay.
Yeah.
Distort and displace. So yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah.
That one there.
Yeah, that one there. Connor's wearing our logo shirt today, and he's wearing the JH jacket, and he has to have a jacket on. Why do you have to have a jacket on, Connor?
Oh, you guys are gonna
Oh.
love this.
Oh, here we go.
This is going to be a good. I
I
don't
don't
know.
have stripping music.
I don't know if you can even see it on this camera.
Yep.
Yeah,
There we
Yeah.
go.
it's filthy. So it's going to be a good test if the ag gear shirts even come clean.
I can't have nice things. That's all it is.
So Connor, here we go, tangent here real quick. Connor called me at like 5:30 today. And,
I was on my way here. I had actually made it a block away.
and he's asking for wrenches. Like, yeah,
The 3H drive ratchet, please.
he wants a 3/8 drive ratchet. I'm like, all right, why? And so your car broke down a couple of blocks from here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Connor is completely covered in grease.
Hey, it's fixed though.
Yeah.
I got it fixed.
Yeah.
I think you got some grease right here.
Oh, I'm
actually.
sure I do.
Yeah.
I'm sure I got it everywhere.
Joe wanted him to take a shower.
I
when he
did.
was
I
I
there.
didn't have
get in the
time.
shower.
If I'd taken a shower, I wouldn't have time to actually go back and fix it.
You're going to have to keep a set of clothes here or something for such an occasion, or in your car.
Well, yeah, I get it. It's a $500 truck. Sometimes it fights back.
Sell it. Use it for gas.
How about you
money.
buy it? You need a truck. You don't own a truck.
Yeah, there you go.
There
We're
you
not
go.
buying that.
That's
Mm-mm.
what
You
that's
actually
exactly,
wanted to buy it.
That's exactly what I need. A piece of crap that I have to dump money into every week.
It runs
Currently, but it didn't
25
3
bucks.
hours ago.
25 bucks.
Sold. I'll take it.
No.
$5.
No,
No,
no.
you won't.
Yeah,
How
it'll get
people-
towed. It's already been towed from here once.
I have people here in the chat. I will
All right.
say hi to. We have 43 people watching. I don't know how many likes they've given though.
Hey
I
guys,
helped all of them.
if you haven't liked the stream, please do so. It really helps us and costs you nothing.
And a question from Mike K. He says, "Hi everyone.
Hey,
To avoid confusion with his dad, what do people call him at the store? Is it Joby Jr, JJR?"
Junior.
Junior.
Junior or JJR, yeah.
All right.
Junior sounds better, yeah.
I don't know why, and I've known you as Junior or Joby Jr. for so long, and I keep calling you Joby.
Well, you know what? It actually happened this weekend.
Really?
A customer of my dad's walked in. He yelled, "Joby." Both of us looked up, and I saw him looking at my dad. I was like, "Oh,
My bad.
not me."
Not me. Okay, I keep doing my
Yeah, I
thing.
go off to the side, yeah.
So you came back and just recently back to the new store.
Mhm.
You were doing your. So now you're working at the store on Saturdays or on the weekends or
So now it's Thursday through Sunday.
Thursday through
Yeah.
Sunday.
I help my dad with the online orders, and I
Okay.
help him right now the new store.
All right.
The new store. It's right now. He told me, wherever I'm not at, you're at. So I'm trying to step it up, trying to assume my role, and get the ball rolling.
There you go. So how was that? Because you hadn't been shaping hats for what, a year or 7 months, something like
I
that?
want to say 6 months.
6 months?
6 months,
Okay.
yeah.
How was that? Was that easy to jump right back into it? And,
So I want to say like going into shaping, like knowing that I was gonna shape a hat,
Mhm.
going into it, I was like, man, what if I break the hat, oversteam it, all those things that go into your head. As soon as I pressed on that steam spell, everything was like muscle memory. I
Yep.
even told you, right?
Yeah, you were standing right next
Yeah.
to me when you got that first one.
My first
You'd-
one.
You'd actually kind of said, I might need some help. And it's like, no, you got it, dude. You're good.
Yeah, I was like, Connor, this is like muscle memory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knocked
Yeah.
it right out of the park as usual. I mean, look at his dad. I mean,
Right, right.
I don't think it's possible for him to mess up at this point.
Second day, I was like, man, this is like a routine, and then I even told my dad, and he was like, when you love something so much, no matter how long you take a break from it, it would always be there.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, Connor and I do the online and in-person hat shaping school, and we do videos and live streams from here for the class members all
Mhm.
the time. And it's most of the time it's Connor just doing a curriculum on one certain shape,
Mhm.
either a crown or a brim or whatever. Recently, I've been watching him, teach a certain way to shape a brim, and I thought, you know what, a lot of these guys have a hard time with learning to shape a brim. That's kind of one of the hardest things for
The
a
brim.
lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I have a different technique than Connor does, and I thought, all right, let's just show it and see what happens, And I haven't shaped in over a year, like really shaped. So I was kind of nervous whether I'd be able to do it. And like you said, muscle memory, I was able to shape it. Probably,
Yeah.
it wasn't perfect, but we weren't going for perfect at the time. We're teaching a different technique. So it is 100% true. Once you know how to do it, and once you've done hundreds of hats in a certain way, it's
Oh, yeah.
hard to change that,
Oh, yeah.
and it's easy to remember, and go back to that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, of course, there's new brands out. My dad got those Bailey open
Yeah.
crowns, and the first one that I did, it did get a little wavy because I just forgot, what the process on shaping it. If you hold it there too long, it gets wavy. You oversteam it.
Was it the
So-
5X?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, those are
they get wrinkly on the crown.
they're easy
Yeah.
to mess up if you're not careful.
Yeah, so the first one I messed it up, and my dad was like, "Hey, do this and this and this," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, we did the
So,
same thing. I mean,
yeah.
me and Vincent both. Our first one, we messed them up a little bit, and you live and learn right there because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it would shape that way.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
You live and learn. Like, the Stetsons, they get wavy on the brim
Oh,
if you oversteam them. Like, those are bad.
yeah, we
Yeah,
talk
so-
about those
yeah,
all the
it's
time.
just-
Stetson Resistol too.
Resistol not
Not
as
so
much.
bad.
Well, we don't carry the really high quality Resistols,
Yeah.
but the Stetson, obviously the Patron, the Presidente, and the Diamante, don't even touch them with steam.
Yeah.
But the Resistols, other than just the crowns are really soft and the brims are like cardboard, they shape okay.
Well, I mean, every hat shapes differently, right?
They all have
Like,
their own characteristics.
Well, that's what you have to like learn over time.
even straw, right? So
Yep. Oh,
yeah.
different straw shape differently because of
Absolutely.
the lacquer and how
Yeah.
it's made and
Right.
who makes it. Felt's the same way.
Mhm.
So what's next for you? I know we've talked some. I don't know if you're ready to disclose all of the stuff coming for your brand. What do you got going on?
Man, right now I have something awesome brewing for 2025.
All right.
I'm not gonna say too much, but all I'm
Okay.
gonna say is JJR is having a new home.
All right.
So it's
Is
gonna,
that right?
Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be crazy. So me and my dad and my whole family, me and my girlfriend, we're cooking it up. We're trying to put everything into it. So
Nice.
we're gonna get going.
That was what y'all were talking about the other night.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be awesome.
Well, definitely keep us informed, and we'll let everybody know when that comes out, and they can keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and that's just the brand. I think me and my dad really want to work as a team now that we're both want to expand. We have that Stockyards location coming right around
Yeah.
the corner, so we definitely want to make Joby's hats global. So,
Yeah, we talked to your dad about that, and so that's going to be a kind of a little higher end store or more of a
Yeah,
boutique
yeah.
store.
yeah, he's giving me kind of like the runaround around what he wants to do.
Mhm.
But something along those lines.
Okay. And any plans for you to have your own store? Is this going to be your own store, the number 2 location, or maybe the stock?
He told me that he's training me to take over the new store.
All right.
Yeah, that's what he said, and I was like, "That's it." He's like, "Give me more. I want more."
Always more. There's always more to come. So that's really great. Let's see if we got any questions yet. Any questions for Junior?
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd like to read a comment from Daryl Smithwick.
Okay.
He says, oh, hang on, I just became a subscriber a few days ago, and I just learned of this channel and American Hat Enthusiasts Facebook group. Seems everyone is really friendly.
Yeah. So hey, thanks for being here and welcome. If you guys don't know, we spend a lot of time on Facebook in the American Hat Company Facebook group. We manage that with a team of moderators. There's about 12 of us now, I think, in there, 11, maybe something like that. There's a lot of us who work on that every day, and it's a group of about 60,000 people, and it's all about American Hat. So if you have any questions about American Hat, that's kind of the
It's the place to look.
repository for all the information, and there's a lot of good, knowledgeable people in there. So this is always asked in the comments, whether it be next week or 3 weeks from now. They want to know what hat you're wearing and what the shape is.
Yeah.
It's always.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one.
It's a must.
always.
It's
Somebody
always.
asked about your dad, so maybe you can answer that. Well,
Yeah,
while
he
you're
didn't
here.
answer the question on his shape.
I just saw it yesterday or the day before, I think.
We dropped the ball on that one.
I'm gonna reveal the secret now.
Yeah.
Finally, on the Cowboy Cartel.
All right.
Yeah. You know, my dad actually shaped all my hats except for this one.
Right.
This one I actually shaped it up myself. It's a minute crown, but I like tall minute.
Okay.
Barely any depth for the
center
minute.
crease.
Yeah, I like this tall face right here, which
Okay.
a lot of people don't like.
Right. I mean, it looks
And
good.
as far as the brim, it's exactly 9 inches.
9 inches.
9 inches, and the back is just a nice hue. That's it.
And it's a Minnick brim as well.
Yeah, minute,
Okay.
minute 9 inches. And I actually had it different around a month ago, I want to say. It was more flared out.
I was going to say, I thought it was more relaxed
Yeah, it
before.
was way more flared out, but I picked it up right now, and I actually like it like this.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It reminds me of your dad's. Is it similar to your dad's brim? Is he wears like a?
My dad actually is the more relaxed one.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's more narrow. I think I want to say it's 8.5,
Okay.
and it's more relaxed. The back is not as picked up as mine.
No, his is a lot more flat. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? Okay. There you go.
I have a question here. Someone says, Catherine, are you in here?
Someone says what?
Catherine, they're asking about Junior's girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
She is here. She is off to the side here. Joby's Junior, sorry.
Be careful how you say that.
Junior.
Junior's girlfriend is here with us
And
tonight.
people say they need a Joby's hats down here in South Texas
Hey,
and another one in Colorado.
I've been working on Joby on a San Antonio location for about 2.5 years now. I told him if you open one down there, I'll go down there and run it.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when I said, more, what I meant by that is we talked about a Houston location.
Yeah,
We've even talked about a Florida and even possibly a California location.
yeah,
Yeah, so he's told me that he wants to hit all the main, traffic
Absolutely.
points of the JH,
Nice.
the Joby's hats.
right.
So,
Joe, can
I
you go
mean-
to Houston? I'll stay in Fort Worth.
Yeah, so Connor hates Houston. Sorry, guys.
Valid reasons.
He's been talking, not openly, but he's talked about Houston for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
That would be an ideal place to have a location.
Yeah.
I like South Texas a lot
Yeah.
better than Houston.
I think just his thought on maybe expanding is the whole hat shaping.
Yeah.
Because he always, says that they're exclusively known for the shapes.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to lose that Joby's hats touch that comes with the brand.
Right.
That comes with the hat shaping. Because people go to Joby's hats, they go to get their nice lid that they see on social media. They get that sharp crease, so he just doesn't want to lose that.
Yeah, of course. That's kind of what we're doing is because, there's a lot of people out there who don't have access to a good hat shaper. And
Yeah.
the only option is, online
Yeah.
orders or, travel to a place that does have
Yeah.
a good hat shaper. So that's kind of the deal, why Connor and I started the hat shaping school was
Mhm.
because more people really need to learn it. And, it's kind of a dying art almost,
Yeah. It's a
Texas-
gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
Texas is, definitely king. Obviously, there are some decent hat shapers in other places in the country, but it's just not widespread. That's kind of the reason that we have, pre-shaped hats,
Yeah.
which, is an abomination in my opinion.
Right.
I have a question, you guys.
Yeah.
Save
Actually,
us.
it's like a social service because we need to help someone make up their mind.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So, he says, need help on picking my next hat. Bone, silver sand, or Silverbelly. And he also says, you guys always hate on Houston. I don't.
No.
I got
we
my
don't.
answer.
I do.
Why don't we take a vote? What do you guys think he should buy?
Silverbelly is timeless.
Silverbelly. Top 10.
I'm torn between Silverbelly and Bone. I'm really
Can you
growing to
tell
like
the
that
difference?
Bone. Shut up. I'm really growing to like the Bone actually.
I do too. I really do.
Silverbelly, I mean, it's more common. That's
Yeah.
the thing, is it's more common. So it's easier to go towards that. But if you want something light, but a little bit different, the Bone is the way to go.
Well, You
It
know,
depends how traditional you want to be with it.
you know, I did not like the bone when I first saw it. It just kind of like, I don't like it. But Keith Mundy wears a bone
He rocks it
all
all
the time. And, you know, every time I see it, it kind of grows on me more and more. And I'm like, all right, maybe a bone, you know? And so I think Silverbelly first, you know, if you don't have one, and then maybe bone if you want to add something to it.
Well, like I say, if you want something more traditional, nothing crazy, just a really nice, simple hat, then
Yeah.
the Silverbelly is absolutely the way to go.
Mhm.
If you want something that's nice and crisp and clean, but just a little bit different than what everybody else has, the bone is the way to go at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a Silverbelly.
I do have a Silverbelly.
Your dad and I talked about it because it's 1000X, right?
1000X, yes, mink.
Yeah, because I was at the store one day. I think we were doing a video or something, and you were eating pizza next to this 1000X Silverbelly. And I'm like, holy
Yeah.
crap!
Eating pizza. He was like watching me, you know, eagle eye on me, make sure nothing drops on it. But yeah, actually, you know, I wore it last weekend, right? Yeah. I think I
You wore it last weekend.
last weekend, and man, I got a lot of compliments on it, and people wanted that shape on there too.
Yeah,
At this same shape. Yeah.
same shape as that.
Yeah.
So all your hats the same.
All of them the same.
Oh.
Yeah. All of them the same.
I'm the same way. If you go in my office, I get
Yeah.
crap from Connor.
I can't say anything though. All of mine are the same shape too.
You look on my hat rack, and it's, you know, you got 6 hats in a row, and they're all identical.
Yeah.
At
Just
least-
different colors.
Yes.
It's a problem.
No, there's
It's not a
nothing
problem.
wrong with that. We're creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a question, guys.
All right.
Do you guys like the West Texas Punch Crown?
That's another one that grows on me.
I actually did a different West Texas punch this past weekend.
Right.
This weekend actually.
Okay.
So, you know, on a traditional West Texas punch, you have that kind of gap in the middle. You have
Oh,
that-
you're talking
yeah.
the one you did yesterday.
one I did
That was
yesterday.
so cool.
It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
So the customer asked, instead of that nice like gap, I guess you could describe it as, he just wanted them pinched together. So it almost looked like as a lip.
it
It looked like a,
It looked
I
like Cattleman without the center crease.
basically.
But it was the
and-
dimples on the side were pushed together, and it was. I'm talking the center of it was maybe that wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a straight line. It
was-
looked like a line.
It was weird, but
He
it was
pulled it
kinda-
off.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
But did it have single cutters or double cutters in it?
I have a video of it. Maybe I can send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Well-
it was pretty cool.
Well, that's kind of interesting because Jerry Gazelle was on the podcast a year ago, and he has a hat. He wears a West Texas Punch and a big 5-inch brim, and he takes his hat off, and it kind of naturally gets that crease in there.
Hmm.
And you know, when he tells the story, he went and saw Danny Adams from Best Hat, and he shaped the hat originally. He saw that he had this crease, and he's like, "Oh man, you should have told me. I'd have put that in there for you."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, man, this is natural. It's just, you know, how
Yeah.
it happens."
Hey, you
So
guys,
that's interesting that you're actually having people come in and ask for something.
that's actually
similar.
the first time I did something like that.
Definitely want to see it. But you know, that West Texas Punch, I always thought it was a weird shape. You know, I was like, it didn't appeal to me.
Mm.
But Connor, he's done a couple of them for the hat shaping school, and I mean, they really look good.
Oh, they're awesome. They're cool looking. I'm not big on a taller crown myself, so
Yeah.
that's my hang up on it. Otherwise, I probably would wear something like that.
Yeah.
I don't do the taller crown myself. I know
Yeah.
you say you like the taller crown. I don't. That's why this one's a 5.5-inch crown, and then a low crown at that too.
There's a lot of shapes I think are really cool, but I wouldn't wear.
It's like
Okay.
a Grizzly. I love them.
Yeah.
I don't have the confidence to rock that.
Grizzlies have been really popular.
They
this
have.
fall-
Oh, they're
really
always-
popular this fall season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy
absolutely.
popular.
Yeah, we did a video on Grizzlies recently. Well, I mean, I guess it was 6 months ago, but yeah, I mean, it did pretty well. And you know, Grizzlies are always, a lot of people want them or want to see them.
They're just nervous about buying them.
Yeah, and I get
Yeah.
it, right? Because it's a
It's
weird
different.
shape.
It's different.
I mean, or
It
not a
is.
weird shape, but it's a weird hat, right? It's
I
just,
mean,
it's different.
It's
The
not what
hair
you're
makes
used
it
to.
look bulky, you know. The
Makes
hair
it look bulky, and the one thing people don't really think about is when they get the Grizzly and they want to do hearts or they want to do some really intricate shape on it,
Mhm.
they don't realize you're not going to be able to see the shape. And when you explain it to them, they say, "Well, why can't you see it?" Because with all the hair on this thing, the shape looks fuzzy.
Yeah,
It doesn't have the crisp, clean lines.
yeah. I've done hearts in a Grizzly before, and I probably went way too big.
You have to go big to make them
Yeah,
show. You have to.
Absolutely. And I mean, I understand that now that you're saying that, because that was probably one of the only Grizzlies I've done. I think I've done 3 or 4 maybe, and
I mean,
that one I remember it was just way too big.
they're cool. You just, like I say, you can't get that cool, clean and crisp and sharp shape in them. It just doesn't show up with that hair.
Right.
You seen the swirls?
Yeah.
I had to do some yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you really?
I had to do an American and a Rodeo King, both Silverbelly Grizzlies, and I had to do swirls on both of them.
Is it for the brothers that were there, the ones that had the mullets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mullet brothers.
I did their Grizzlies.
The Mullet brothers.
I did their Grizzlies.
Yeah, they said you just got them.
2 weeks
They
ago,
just got them
something like that.
recently.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they were talking about it. I was like, I could do that real quick. They said, well, how long will it take? I said, it's about 30, 45 minutes a hat. Well, we're going to go get something to eat. And they just left them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are some nice Grizzlies that I shipped from.
I've seen a lot of people do them a lot of different ways. Personally, I just used a sponge by hand, and well, I mean,
You monster. Who hurt you?
Your wrist wasn't cramping up after that?
Nah.
God, no joke.
Well, I mean, I worked at Cavender's. We had almost nothing.
Yeah.
We had almost nothing.
We have technology.
Yeah. And I've seen a guy use a little brush and just.
We have that little bitty,
Yeah.
round brush. No, I'm not. No, I ain't using that. I have
Why not?
technology. I have technology, and I ain't got that kind of time. I got ADD and ADHD.
What
I
happened
cannot
to
focus?
artisanal handmade?
Yes, Connor.
Sue me.
By the way, you guys, I want to say I'm sorry to people on Facebook. I forgot. I do that. I'm sorry. Joby's watching, by the way.
Hey, Joby.
Joby Sr.
We always.
He's probably commenting,
do
telling
that.
Junior to shut up, not reveal the secrets.
And Joby's always on Facebook. You should know that. He's always on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I know. I'm sorry. I forgot. And then Edward Smith says, how do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
Exactly.
Hey,
I feel like that
Joby.
one's
I
pretty
went
obvious.
blank there. I was like, man, how do you?
Don't worry, I did too.
Well, hey, that's funny because we were talking when we were talking to your dad. I think maybe we were talking off camera. I don't think we talked about this on camera. We were talking about, if you guys speak Spanish in the house or and all of this, and he was talking about your sister. She learned Spanish like on her own by
Mhm.
watching TV or YouTube
Yeah.
or something. So, how about you? Did you grow up with Spanish? Did they teach you Spanish growing up, or how did that work out?
Honestly, I think it was from, traveling to Mexico and grandparents,
Okay.
Spanish. And honestly, I want to say the main thing was at the store.
Yeah.
There is when I really learned, like,
Yeah, you gotta
Spanish.
You gotta have it in
You know.
working in that store.
Because, family, Spanglish, they understand you, they understand everything. But at the store, you have to be very descriptive to your customers to describe the product. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's when I really had to learn the specific words, detailed words in Spanish.
Right.
That's really.
Was that at a very young age, or
Well, that's
when you were 12 or
13, 14. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm,
I mean,
interesting.
obviously before then I knew Spanish, but not.
Okay.
not-
All right. You knew like family Spanish. You didn't
Yeah.
know like industry words, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Informal versus formal.
There you go. Well, maybe. I don't know. That's I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
The business Spanish,
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Spanish for business.
Spanish for dummies over here.
Connor just wants to know the bad words. That's all he wants. That's all he cares about.
That's all they know. He's not allowed to speak Spanish in this house because of that.
Some of it you have taught me, ma'am. Don't start with me. I'm not going to say it on here, but some of it you have taught me. And I'm learning. I'm learning some good stuff.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets. Never happened.
That's her cue for me to shut up.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, guys, I have another question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hang on. Okay, where is it? Oh, I lost it. Okay. What's everyone's thoughts on hatband color for a fur felt black hat? Does it have to be black, do you think?
I don't change the bands. I think if you're spending, that kind of money on a hat, I mean, okay, if you're buying a garage, a gas station hat, put whatever band you want on it. But I mean, 1000X, 500X, 200X, even a 40X, that hat band, well, 100X and above, I guess, is part of that hat, right? So if you know how they make that, kind of the time and care that they take making that self band is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
And way more impressive than a $30 Chinese band, that you get at a store.
So I kind of have mixed opinions on that.
Mhm.
If you're just going to do the little ribbon, no. In my opinion, when you put a ribbon on a felt, it doesn't matter what it is. In my personal opinion, it makes it look cheap. It'll make the hat look cheap. Now,
I don't know.
as
I
far as
disagree.
well, if you're doing like a little the certain bands like the bands we sell in the store, those are meant more for straws and things like that. But on a felt, I usually kind of recommend people, hey, just leave the band on it. It looks better that way. But if you're doing a ribbon like we did the other night for the school,
That looked good.
that kind of ribbon where it's the 12 line ribbon, the big ribbon, stuff like that,
Yeah.
when you do something like that and put a simple bow on it,
Yeah.
straw felt doesn't matter. That looks really good.
That's true.
So it just depends on how big the band is. If it's a band like this,
Mm-hmm.
or the I call them aftermarket bands. I don't know what they're called. The Twister brand bands and things like that, Ariat and all those.
Yeah.
Those just personally aren't my style.
I don't know.
But it's personal opinion.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I was sick inside when she cut the band off of her 100X. Oh my God.
He almost threw up.
I
It was
did.
hard. It was hard.
But now she has a transformer hat because
I have to
she's got
say something,
a couple of
though.
different bands. And,
I feel that headbands are very different if you're a woman.
Okay.
Because you cannot settle for just one. We have to accessorize, we have to match colors, we have to, so it's so much fun
I don't
for
know.
us. So much fun for us. People, I mean, come on, women in the chat, like, back me up.
I feel like you're going to be slightly outnumbered on this one.
What do you think? What do you think
Yeah.
about bands?
Honestly, I think fashion hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, fashion hats. That's it. You get the occasional aftermarket bands like you were saying.
Mhm.
Some of them are nice.
Yeah.
But again, it's I would just leave it.
Yeah, on a felt at least.
Yeah, on a
There you
felt.
go.
I have had some friends. They've had like whites, black felts, and they put the that American straw band, the turquoise one.
Mhm.
And it looks punchy.
Mhm.
They pull it off. Or
It
even
really
even
does.
the burgundy one.
When you put a band like that
Yeah.
or a 2-chord or even
Yeah.
the actual ribbon and stuff on them, it does kind of make them look kind of
Yeah.
punchy. You can
Well,
like I do a lot of them on basically a simple minic like what you're wearing. I'll do the thicker band on it and it looks killer. It
Yeah.
really does.
there was a post in the American Hat Company Facebook group the other day where somebody had bought a 40X Evergreen from Double R. No, I think it was a 10X, but it was the 4.5-inch brim, and it came with a chocolate 4-line on it or something, right? It actually looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, the chocolate and the green together, it really looked cool.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I have mixed opinions here. Van says, I have to agree with Lorena. So thank you for
Okay.
that. But then JJ says, I'm a lady and I stick with the original buckle.
okay, there you go.
It's a personal opinion.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's
Yeah.
that's any of these hats. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's shape, color, accessories, branding, stickers, whatever. It's all personal opinion. What you might like, I might not.
Well,
But that's the beauty of the options.
Joe, wouldn't you think that's kind of like the whole personalization of the hat?
Yeah.
Their band?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So if they want to customize it that way and they pull it off, respect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You know?
I'm just talking about for me personally.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell her no. You can't take your band
Yeah.
off.
He wanted to though.
I mean, it's just like
I wanted
patches.
to. Yeah.
Some
Right.
people don't like
You know.
patches.
Um.
So it kind of I think it all kind of falls under the category of customizing your own hat, making it your own unique hat.
Right. I agree. And look, don't do what I say or do what I do. You got to make up your own opinion, right? Because Connor doesn't wear hat patches on a high.
I catch a
quality
lot
hat.
of flack from people in higher places that
Yeah.
I don't wear patches on this hat.
Hey, my first American.
I've witnessed that.
Well, personally, this is a 1000X. This is
Right.
a $3,000 hat.
Right.
Would you put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? That's my personal opinion. Now, all of my other hats, my chocolate, my steel, my natural, all those, I'll brand them and put patches on them. I'm fine with it. It's just this one, I really want it to look simple, clean.
Right.
That's personal opinion. I also paid for the hat.
Right. Hey, yeah. If you paid for it, do whatever you want.
Right.
My first. I don't know if it was my first American, but it was before we were, working with American. I pulled the patches off. Right.
Exactly. I
And
mean,
I was not a patch person.
somebody hooks me up with a free hat, no matter what it is, I will absolutely rock patches on it.
Hey, we sell patches, right? We make, we make our own patches. We make, I have these ideas for patches, and
Merch plug.
Well, yeah, you can get our patches, cowboycartelgroup.com/store.
There you go.
But I wear them, right? American Positive Times, Cowboy Cartel. That's what
Rodeo
I put
King
on
patch.
That's what I put on my. Hey, if somebody gives me a hat, I put their logo on
Well,
it,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. If somebody's gonna hook me up with a hat, then I'll absolutely rock the brand and the patches on there. It's just, I mean, it's like my own truck.
Right.
My Dodge. I don't have the dealer plates and stuff like that on there anymore. I'm sorry, I don't feel the need to advertise if I'm paying as much as I'm paying.
Right.
If you want to leave that stuff on there, can you take some off the price since I'm advertising?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's the way I look at it. And
Yeah.
that could be right or wrong. A lot of people that come into the store, they want the patch to represent where they got it. They
Yeah.
want people to know where they got the hat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I get that. I do. It's just there again, it goes back to it's hard to put a patch on this hat. I realize I talk down on this hat a lot because it's my beater hat,
Mhm.
but it's really hard to put a patch on it. I struggled just
You
putting
throw
this
it
in there.
across the room, but you won't put a patch
Shut
on
up,
it.
Joe. I struggled to put this on here.
Yeah, that looks dumb.
How dare you?
Hey, it's not my hat. I can say it. I didn't tell him to take it out.
look dumb.
You come on, you guys. Go to your corners.
I'm in my corner.
I have a question for Junior.
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, rock, paper, scissors.
Go for it.
Okay. Mike K asks, what was it like being a kid visiting Joby's hats? Must have been pretty cool. But that was only 8 years ago. So how old were you?
Jonah's age, yeah. My little
12.
brother, yeah, 11, 12
Well,
around there.
You were still a little kid.
Yeah.
So what are your memories from then?
My memories, I just remember honestly just working with my dad.
Yeah.
Because me and my dad would go pick up, old rusted wood. We would chop them up. I remember my dad, building the whole store. Everything was on his back.
Yeah.
I remember opening day. I remember the after hours, setting up the steamers on the first shop, was the barber shop. Yeah. I remember everything.
I want to ask you about that because Joby, when he was here, he said people would mock the hats, like open crown, because that was something they've never
yeah.
seen before.
I've never really, said this on camera, but respects to my dad to open up a open crown cowboy hat store, American cowboy hat store in a mall, and introduce flat open hats to a group of people that are only have been introduced to
Right.
pre-shaped crowns,
Right.
and to take off like that and make a really statement in that mall, that's crazy.
I mean, he's a genius. I mean, he's he's doing everything right.
Yeah.
And he's just a really great shaper too. A really, really great guy. I mean, we love Joby.
Yes.
And how about? I mean, he's pretty famous too, right? I
got a comment about that.
Really?
Uh-oh.
We were all at the mall, and me and my girlfriend were walking, and I was like, watch this. Someone's gonna say hi to him here at the mall. So we're walking down the hallway, and sooner or later, I see my dad walking up, handshake. We're there waiting for him 10 minutes. He's greeting the customer, and my dad just walks up with a big smile, and what a great feeling to be recognized like that for what you do. And
Yeah.
yeah. So everywhere we go, he gets recognized. We all call him a celebrity.
I mean, he deserves
He
it. though.
is.
He absolutely
He-
deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
He is, and I don't know. I don't know if it's just what I do or I never understand it. Like I don't know how to put it, but it's just like maybe I just never knew how famous he was, and the more people
Right.
that I talk to is like he is famous, and I've heard stories of him being out at dinner and people come up to him, right?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's hard to kind of put that in
Well,
your head.
it's hard
right?
for us to wrap it around our head.
because we know him as a person, right?
Yeah, because to us, for example, for me, he's somebody that I got really close with from working at the factory,
Yeah.
made friends with, and now he's my boss, my employer.
Right.
So to me, he's just like anybody else.
Right.
But the amount of people that come into the store. Is Joby here?
Yeah.
No, it's just his building.
Right.
Or
Right.
they'll say, "Oh, I've known Joby for many years." For example, one of your neighbors came
Yeah.
in not long ago, and he's like, we were just talking with him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I've known Joby for X amount of years." And then Joby happened to walk in, and he walked over, they hugged and everything. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Because I mean, all the time you hear when you work somewhere, oh, I know the owner.
Absolutely.
You hear that phrase like, oh, I've known him forever. I'm like, I'm sure you have.
You would be amazed at how many people know the Cavenders if you work at a Cavenders. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure you do.
But
I don't care.
It is cool seeing it every day when people come in, and I make the joke with him all the time. I said, if I see him in the store, like, don't get up in the hat bar. And he'll say, why? Because if you get up in the hat bar, you will not leave.
Yeah, he knows that too.
And he does, but he still bites that bullet every time.
Yeah.
Like, you?
Someone just said they wanted to move here because of him.
And that's commitment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey.
I work there and I don't even live here.
I was going to ask you, what are you wearing though? What hat is that?
American 40X.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and I've only reshaped it once.
40X is great. You know, I love my 40X Evergreen. It's just a fantastic hat. I like when you get into like a 500X or even a 200X, like that thing, you don't have to shape it.
Yeah.
Once every 2 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Touch it up. They're rock solid.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, Connor? You're on camera. What did you do?
I knocked the mic stand and somebody off camera's about to laugh.
Okay. I don't pay attention to Connor anymore.
We'll just let him be.
You could just turn my mic off at this point.
Okay.
Done.
I never. You can actually say, you can hear him.
Yes, you can.
Oh, Connor.
All right.
Fine. It's fine.
You got any questions over there?
Someone asks if you can reshape his American straw hat.
Junior?
He just said, can you guys reshape?
What do you think about that, Joe? Stepping up in the hat bar again.
We get that all the time.
Do it.
We get it all the time. People will email us or message us and say, hey, can you guys reshape our hat? Sure, no problem. It's about $35 to ship it here, $35 to ship it back to you, $35 to have Connor shape it. And then they just, you never hear from them again.
Actually, there was one gentleman from New York.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to do it. So.
All right. Well, send it out to us. I mean, we're more than happy to do that.
Yes.
We'll make a video of it, but like it costs money.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's why a lot of people do either travel here or to a hat shaper to pick up a hat or order one because, it's a lot of money. It's a big investment.
Not to mention time and hoping nothing gets lost in the mail if you're shipping it.
There's a lot of care involved in them too, right?
Right. And we know shipping companies, and I'm going to call them out specifically, FedEx and UPS, are not known for being the most gentle.
Yeah. So before we move on, I'd like to mention that we have a hat shipping school in February 10th to 12th next year. If you guys want more information, you can go to our website and you'll find everything there. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to, make great shapers one class at a time.
Yes, absolutely. I think that class is half full already. So if you guys are interested in that, you might want to check it out sooner rather than later. We're going to start promoting that this upcoming week. We just dropped a promo for it today. And so we're not going to be doing them every month this year. We're going to be doing about every other month or once a quarter because Connor is busy and Joby only allows me to have a little bit of his time.
And some of us, I need me time.
Yeah, well,
to fix things on my own vehicles. Apparently,
can't have me time. Between me and Joby, your time is completely ours.
Yeah.
You want some too, Junior? You want some of my time too? What can I do to help you? CowboyCartelGroup.com/school. You can sign up for in-person and online, both right there.
And people here are asking about your boots, Connor. Has Connor wore out his Fenolio boots yet?
They don't look too bad. Can you see those on camera? I mean, the toes a little. Did you get them greasy today while you were?
No, actually, I didn't.
Everywhere else?
No, my jeans and boots are actually in pretty decent shape after working on the truck.
Every square inch except your boots. You got filthy.
Well, yeah, I was leaned over under the hood. Hello. Tell me you don't work on your own vehicle without telling me you don't work on your own vehicle.
Yeah. You get a little grease right there.
Yeah.
He got also scratched and grease all over him.
I didn't realize it, but I got a burn going from here up.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't realize that either until I was wiping down outside.
Throw some alcohol on it later.
You ever had a steamer burn, Joe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
But a bad
I mean,
one.
no. Yeah,
No?
I'm way careful.
Oh.
He's
Hurts.
an extremely cautious person.
Yeah.
In general,
Yeah.
until he gets on the road, then he just doesn't value his own safety.
That's
Really?
not true.
Or mine.
It's not true. I am confident in my ability.
Right.
Confidence is key.
That's all right.
So, a question for you, Junior. Will you ever bring back the old simple JR caps? I think they're talking about the OG.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So I've kind of gate kept this like from posting on social media. But my dad's store is kind of like the if you know spot to get JR caps.
Yeah.
There I
Yes.
kind of filter out everything and anything, past models, OG models, anything and everything you can find there.
Yeah.
And I restock weekly. So if you ever want to get OG JR caps, new drops, anything and everything, they'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
so-
not on his online store or just in store?
Just in store.
All
Yeah,
right.
just in store.
You got a
And
whole
it-
rack at the new
Yeah,
store.
on both stores and people ask me, hey, are you gonna restock? Go to Joby's.
Hey,
Go to Joby's.
how about this though? Can they call up and talk to Pancho and get one
Yeah,
shipped to him?
yeah. They'll send him pictures of the whole rack, the whole 9 yards.
There you go.
Just not online. It's either in store or by phone.
There you go.
Yeah, well, actually, my website is open right now, but Black Friday went crazy. I checked it today. All but 2 styles have sold out.
Nice.
So I
Congratulations on
haven't-
that.
yeah, thank you,
Well,
thank you.
tell people what your website is. How
Yeah,
do they find you?
www.jjrbrand.com.
And on social media?
JJR Brand
On
on everything.
everything.
JJR Brand.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, we actually, like I mentioned before the podcast, we actually did a video shoot today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that about? So new t-shirts or
Hoodies and some new caps dropping.
all right. When are they coming out?
So actually, after this, we're gonna go home and edit the first video and post it tomorrow.
All right. Who did your video for you? You do it yourself?
So this is the crazy thing I get asked all the time. I do the video, the camera work, and then my girlfriend does all the editing.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So teamwork there.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream.
She does most of the camera work when we're out, and I do the editing. So
There you go.
I don't do
Like
anything.
right now. Look.
Connor does nothing. He did nothing today, at least.
Look. The magic happens. I have a question. Well, it's a comment.
Yeah.
Brandon Hughes says, had Connor shape a black grizzly with swirls at Joby's hat store. No, I'm sorry. It had a Joby's hat store patch to show where I got it. Had a ton of people asking about it at NFR.
Oh, I remember that hat. I did that one for Vegas.
Okay.
I did that one a few weeks ago, and actually him and a buddy of his came in about a week and a half ago, and he brought in a black 7 or 10X that he'd gotten from a Cavender's.
Yeah.
I actually shaped that hat new at the factory. I was looking at the hat. It was my shape from probably a couple of years ago.
Like a hand shape from the factory?
Yeah, pre-shaped, hand-shaped.
All right.
From the factory, and it was kind of cool to see that. I was like, oh, who did that? And I looked at it and went, oh, I did that. Okay.
We have some questions that you need to answer, and I think we forgot to write them down. There's a lot of people that have commented on Facebook and YouTube.
And I'm not good at checking
you.
those things myself.
No, you're horrible at it. I had to
Because I don't have time because you work me to death.
Hey, part of your job is to check the comments that you're tagged in.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll check them on my drive
In
home.
between shaping hats at Joby's, you should be taking care of all of
There
the
you go.
comments.
Lunch break.
Yeah, my lunch break. Just spend it on the phone.
Yes, you don't need to eat. You're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I haven't ate today either, so it's cool.
Don't worry, because we have chips here for you.
There we go.
There you go.
It's fine.
And Dr. Pepper.
And
You're
Dr.
good.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Dr.
can't forget
Pepper.
about that.
I don't want
Yeah.
to touch it again. I might hit the mic.
So people say they love the Christmas tree. I want to say thank you.
That was all it.
That was all me.
It was 100%, except I ordered the tree.
And that was it.
That was it. The extent of my help was ordering the tree. Hey, I'm glad you guys think it looks good. I wasn't sure how it would come out on camera, but it does look pretty good. Especially this camera angle. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see the other one.
The tree.
Yep. And now look at that.
See camera
Ah.
one. Yeah, I mean it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
We get the little purple. Jesus. We got the purple lights. I don't think we got to the point where we were supposed to check what lights looked best with it. So I don't know how we got stuck with
We
purple.
didn't have time
That's what it was. We ran out of time and I forgot about it. So
because
we
I
got
wasn't
purple.
here.
That's right.
It's my fault.
Connor, I'm not even going to go into Connor right now. What else you got? You got anything else? Over there?
I'm just so glad that he got his truck fixed because
Yes.
we don't have to drive into Bowie.
Hey, yeah,
Y'all
that's,
weren't gonna have to
that's
drive
true.
me. I would.
Well, I don't know. That probably would have happened. The last time when Danny Adams was here, Connor's truck got towed, and I had to drive him to the
You didn't
tow
even
lot.
drive me. I drove.
I had to drive back from the tow lot at like 2:00 in the morning.
Gosh.
Yeah,
At least you didn't have to drive an hour and a half home.
yeah. So I had visions of okay, we're doing the podcast, and then I have to drive Connor to Bowie.
No, I told you weren't gonna have to do that. I would have figured something out.
Right on.
I'm resourceful
Well,
like that.
we got Connor taken care of. He's okay. Don't worry about Connor. I don't need hashtag free Connor or save Connor. Or,
He can always sleep on the balcony. That's no problem.
that's true.
At least we can do.
Way to feel welcome.
There's
I'll
a
go
question.
sleep in my broke down truck. Thank you.
That's perfect. Thank you. All right, problem solved.
There's a question here for me.
Okay, we got a question for Lorena.
How did you like the grenadine hat overall? I think it's a great hat. I get lots of compliments on it every time I wear it.
Yeah.
The color, wow. I love to, like I said, I like to wear it, and then I put on red lipstick because I like to match the hat, and it's a pretty good hat. Love it.
Firewater, the one we did for Firewater.
Yeah,
He loved his.
he sent some pretty cool pictures.
He did.
And I wanted to post those, but maybe I should ask him.
I would
because-
ask him first. Don't.
Well,
don't
I'm not going
post
to post them. I thought, man, these would be great to post. So I just didn't post them, but maybe we should ask him.
I would ask him.
Kyle, if you're watching, can we post those pictures because they were
awesome.
fantastic. Joby's hats helped him get that right.
Yeah, he ordered it through Joby's.
Yeah.
He
He
ordered
got
it through us.
married in it.
Yeah.
The
And-
pictures looked really cool, and the shape turned out great. The hat
Yeah.
turned out great.
And he did a West Texas punch.
He did a West Texas punch and a rounded like a starter crease on the brim.
Wow.
Big guy, and he pulled
Yeah.
it off. Like it looked awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Isma from the Grand Plaza
Mhm.
location.
That's right.
from
That's
the
what he
Shapers,
wears.
He has one.
Yeah.
I saw it yesterday. He has a WTP 4-inch brim, punchy.
4-inch.
4-inch.
Oh yeah, that
Punchy.
little guy. He is the definition of punchy.
Well, he
Yeah.
was wearing it the other day when we were
At the party.
Yeah, he was at the party wearing that. Yeah, that's right.
And if you guys want to get one, Joby's Hats has it. It's a
Yes.
10X grenadine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What else you got over there?
Is Joe's new 1000X natural a 4.5 brim?
No, it's 4.25. Most of my felts are 4.25. The only one that's 4.5 is my chocolate.
Tell them what happened yesterday when we were at the game.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Oh, Pancho called me.
Uh-huh.
Pancho called me and asked. He had a customer there wanted one of what hat was it? The Silverbelly?
Yes.
He was asking the shape of my Silverbelly because he had a customer there wanting one of my shapes.
I had a customer ask me for your shape as well.
That's cool.
Put up a picture of you on Instagram, zoomed all the way in,
Yeah.
How's your natural?
It's fantastic. Have you
It's
seen
new?
it?
It's new?
Yeah, it's 1000X natural.
Really?
We went to the factory. And they made the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on a video. We did the video already. It's still in editing because it's
Yeah.
hours and hours of video. And so we made the hat in one day, every
Wow.
process. So
Shaped
Yeah.
up and everything.
yeah, Julie Dawson shaped it for me. We did it. I wanted to do it at the factory, kind of to showcase that the factory can shape.
Mhm.
Because Connor shaped there for 10 years, right? So,
Yeah.
Joby Sr. says, tell Junior to tell you all the good news about the mall.
Okay.
What's up with
Yes, it
that?
is.
The news I just told you right now? Or
Well-
Oh, I think it's the.
about what we're talking about today?
Yeah. I
Oh, so
think
he
it's that.
wants me to
I
say
think
it.
There
it's
you
about
go.
about
All
next
right.
door.
All right. So first of all, you guys are getting
I think it's the.
An
Yeah,
exclusive?
An exclusive right now about Joey's hats. I don't. Do I
I'm
know this
excited.
information?
No, you don't know it yet.
Oh wow! All right.
Y'all don't
so
know yet.
breaking news. We need a breaking news banner.
We need
Yeah.
a.
Okay.
Drum roll.
We got to fix that drum roll. It's really bad.
Yes.
All right. What's the news?
So, coming next year,
Mm-hmm.
Joby's Hats is expanding its Grand Plaza location.
Nice.
Hear me? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You're expanding
Expanding the Grand Plaza location.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Believe that.
How
And,
is that?
and the special thing about that is with that, I'm gonna be able to open my own store there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
JJR Brand storefront
is it going to be part of the?
store.
Okay, that's cool.
So just imagine like I want to call it like the strips, like
The stalls.
the stalls. So just imagine a stall split in half,
Stalls.
like
Because
the
each
store.
mall
okay.
is its own
Right.
stall.
The store
Right.
sizes, I don't
Got
know.
it.
The current
So
store is
It's
3
two.
stalls wide.
So are you moving
Three.
the entire store to another location, or are you just adding on to
Adding
one side?
on to the side, yeah.
All right. So somebody's getting
hmm
evicted.
Yeah. So yeah, crazy news. It was about 2 weeks ago. Me and my dad were like talking about it. Crazy idea I had on my first week of the job.
Yeah.
Man, I had this crazy idea. He was like, "Let's do it." Scheduled a meeting 2 days after, and I got the phone call. He was like, "We got it."
Nice.
He was like, "You're ready?" I was like, "Born ready. Let's do it."
More construction.
That's
More
awesome.
construction.
It hasn't hit me 100% yet.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna have. I'd like to call it my own store.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, congratulations on
yeah,
that.
But
Congratulations.
I think once I see the open, store ready to decorate and everything, that's when it'll hit me. I think.
Man, you guys ought to just buy that mall
Right?
because you got like 90% of the ground floor you already own from the warehousing,
Yeah.
and then you've got the barbershop, and then this area, and now you're adding on to that. Man,
Yeah.
Current store is
buy the mall.
like I said-
According to my dad, he's gonna actually remodel the whole store,
Nice.
give it
Well-
a whole new touch like the new store.
I know what happened there. Was
Yeah.
he spent all of that time and money and effort redoing the new store, and it's exactly how he wants it. And he walks in and he thinks this is beautiful. Then he goes over to the ground plaza and he says, "Shit,
But yeah.
this is not the same."
Yeah,
So-
he's like, I want it like the other one.
There you go. I could have called that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's always going to happen. That's always going to happen.
that goes back to the never satisfied thing.
Right.
Always improving. I mean, that's the whole goal of everything we do.
Right. Well,
Every
I mean, you
episode
call me
we do,
a
we try to do
quality
better.
snob, but it's
Well, it's a joke because it's
Right.
a good thing. It drives us to be better in every aspect of our business and our personal.
Yeah, that definitely 10 out of 10 like reflects on what you do.
right. I mean, we don't need all of this to do it. I mean, but it makes it look a lot
Oh
better,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
But if you're
So
gonna do it,
finished
do it to it.
Right. Absolutely.
And even the Christmas tree makes it look a lot better, huh?
I'm not gonna lie. The
Right?
poinsettia there, I mean, that looks good in camera.
It does look good.
The tree looks fantastic.
I can't see it.
This lens on number 2, I mean, that's a really good lens. It's really
Yeah.
clean and clear, and I mean, I just think it's a sharp looking.
Yeah.
That's a good looking tree.
So yeah, that's
good job on
the,
that.
That's the news for next year. We're shooting for beginning of the year.
Nice.
Get that done, and it's not stressful. It's a happy thing.
Dude, I don't know how, because I'm stressing out every minute of every day. So good luck with that, and congratulations on the new store
Man,
for sure.
buddy. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's take it another level. We gotta step it up.
Well, let us know when your grand opening is. We'll come out and check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We need to be there
Yeah, absolutely.
for sure.
What else you got over there? Anything else?
Blake Kelly says Cowboys don't change a hatband.
Probably not. That's probably one of those things. Too much trouble, right?
Yeah.
And says when my dad's favorite bird dog passed away, he used her puppy collar in place of his headband on his old Stetson. Oh, that's so cute.
That's interesting.
That's the customization factor where
Yeah.
it comes in.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's sentimental
makes it
value
sentimental.
as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people take their hats off and there's just all kinds of crap inside them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pictures, dollar bills, $2 bills. I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen inside of hats just loaded with stuff.
Right. It's just a keepsake.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
In a way, mine is completely boring. Mine doesn't have anything in it.
Mine,
It only has the toothpick on it, and that's it.
right?
It has a nice little dent right here from the cheater pipe I took, but that's it. This hat has nothing on it, whereas some of my others have a little bit more personal stuff in them.
Right.
Let's talk about shapes.
All right.
Are there any differences in hat shape styles across Texas?
Yes.
Connor and I were talking about this. We talked about this with Double R, and it was something I wanted to talk about today too. Connor Connor is of the opinion that the Minic is king, and I
in
think
this area.
and I think it's only in this area, and maybe not even this area, but in the Hispanic community, and specifically Joby's hats.
It
Because
was CHL.
yeah, really, what
Yeah.
happened?
I don't know. I think we all started rocking the Minic.
It was just
No.
just a change. People, they see it when they come
Yeah.
into the store. They see what
That's
people
what
are
it is.
wearing.
Yeah.
So it makes them more inclined to actually try it.
Yeah.
Because when you're just looking at it in a book, it's hard to say what's it going to look like on me, or what does that look like in person. But if they walk around and they see our sales associates, our hat shapers,
Mm-hmm.
you or your dad or anyone in the store wearing that shape,
Right.
they can go, "What shape is that?" "Oh, it's a Minic." "Oh, okay, I kind of like that. You know what? I'm gonna try it." And then they try it, give it a couple of chances, and they fall in love with it.
Well, I mean, look, Double R, they've got a lot of that punchy style that they're pumping out. If you go to the Austin area, it's all cattlemen.
And there again, it goes back to what your store is also known for.
Right.
I mean,
True.
the Joby Minic is, for lack of a better word, iconic.
Iconic, yeah.
So when people come there, that's what they want. They want the hat, like you said earlier. They
Dude.
want the hat they see on social media.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yes, it's iconic, but his cattleman is on point. I mean, I love the way he makes a cattleman.
I mean, you're a little partial to the cattleman, obviously.
No, they don't.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That's why we have the choices in the books and everything like that.
Right. That's right. Well, but we were talking about this. I think there's a reason that 95 to 99% of the boxed hats, the pre-shaped hats, are cattlemen, is because that's just what's popular.
Well,
And we've heard varying opinions. What do you think?
Well, I've heard actually Connor used the term traditional
Yeah,
on those hats.
it's
So,
very traditional.
Yeah, it is. It is very.
it's a lot easier for people to get into it when that's what they're used to seeing.
That's
Mhm.
true. I mean, yeah. I like it because I like a Minic. Don't get me wrong, especially the one that you do. It's easier to grab the hat and actually take it off.
That's the only thing that I have a hard time with is when somebody will bring me a Minic that somebody else has shaped.
Yeah.
I can't grab a hold of it to
Right.
hold it to
How do you-
steam it.
How do you get it off your head?
Well, I think that comes.
Shake it like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that comes into shapers, honestly.
Yeah.
Every
I don't know
shaper
if you
has
ever-
that style.
every shaper has their own shape. Like I do my Minics different than my dad's.
Yeah.
Different than Connor's. So it's just kind of like, again, what you see on social media.
Yeah. That's
You know?
true.
But
That's true.
again, a shaper has to be versatile to anything that they get shown or any shape that the customer wants.
That's true.
So
Absolutely. So, what's your favorite shape to do?
to do,
Mm-hmm.
I like doing crazy shapes, man.
Really?
There was one, couple months there where I liked doing fashion hats. I loved them. I would spend an hour on them, and I loved the whole process. I loved everything. There was even a time where I had a line of just fashion hats.
Really?
Nobody wanted to do them, and I was like, send them over here. I'll do them over here.
I'm
That's
the same
pretty
way.
cool.
I love
did-
doing fashion hats.
I did some crazy
It's
stuff.
a challenge. It's really the only thing that
It
challenges us.
challenges you.
Yeah.
Because
you
now
know?
you got to come up. Most of the time, people want a fashion hat. They don't know what they want,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to come up with everything. You have to come up with the shape.
Yeah.
Now you have to come up with: are we branding it? Now you got to come up with: are we distressing it? The band,
The
all
band,
the
yeah.
decoration. That's all. Unless somebody has seen a hat on Pinterest, it's all on you as the hat shaper to do everything,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
it can be stressful.
That's true.
But I completely agree with you. I love doing fashion hats.
Yeah, I have more fun doing them on straws. Because
Exactly.
you have this, it's not really a fear. It's kind of like your conscience saying, well, crease it too much, it's gonna crack.
You only get
There's
one shot.
watermarks. Yeah, you only get one shot.
Huh.
Let's do it.
They're a lot cheaper if you do mess them up, though, too.
Yeah. I've done roses, swirls, and hearts.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Initials, everything.
It's funny. A lot of the stuff that I've done fashion-wise, or the non-traditional stuff, I have kind of taught myself because I was stuck down there in Austin. And I would call your dad all the time, send him a message like, "Hey, I got to do this. How do I do it?" And he would tell me, or he'd call me and explain it.
Yeah.
Or he'd send me a video, and so I mean that was fantastic.
My dad does some crazy. The lightning bolt. Have you seen that one? The lightning bolt that he did.
The big lightning
yellow-
bolt on
yeah.
the crown,
The yellow hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big lightning bolt.
or the Minic with lightning bolts.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's just a crazy good shaper.
He's constant. I won't say coming up with new shapes, but
He's
he's
artistic.
constantly trying different things too.
Yeah.
He's very artistic too. So
The
I mean,
Minic with the
he's a good
double
artist.
hearts,
Oh. Dominic. Yeah.
the double
but-
hearts.
Yeah. About the artistic factor, my dad does all the branding, the
Mhm.
custom brandings by hand.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Me
That's-
and my girlfriend were watching it.
It's insane.
First point of view. He just traces it all by hand, no stencils, no nothing.
And he doesn't mess
Yeah.
up either.
He doesn't.
It's
His hand
insane.
is steady.
Yeah, I've got some video of him doing
Yeah.
it. I was perched on his shoulder with my cell phone, watching him do that one day. Yeah, so I've got some
The
video.
hand of a surgeon.
Yeah.
By the way, he says he thinks the cattleman shape is making a comeback.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I'll agree with
Well,
that.
how many cattlemen have you shaped frequently?
Just going by the past week,
Yeah.
I'd say probably 30% of the hats that I've been doing have been some form of cattleman,
Right now it's cattleman and Minnick right now.
which
I've
is
been doing.
a lot
This is
higher
a-
than normal.
This is an interesting idea, though. Is it only the number 2 location? Are you seeing a different demographic come in wanting cattlemans than maybe you do at the Grand Plaza? Is that
Yeah.
something?
I see what you're saying here, Joe. I think it is.
I think
I
it
think it's
could
give or
be.
take.
Well, it's also the same thing of at the mall. I mean, you look around and everyone is wearing a Minnick.
Yeah.
You look around, everyone is wearing the same hat.
Mhm.
So if you want to get the cattleman or you want to get the brick or whatever you want to get, it's kind of that subconscious thing of nobody else is wearing it. Why should I?
Yeah.
Whereas you walk into the new store, Vincent's wearing a Minnick with cutters. I'm wearing whatever this is that I'm wearing. Joby's wearing a traditional Minnick. I mean, everybody's wearing something a little bit different. The girls are walking around with their different hats on too.
Yeah.
So I think people feel a little more confident to try something, maybe, or maybe not try something different, but they feel more confident to do what they want to do versus what they see everybody else doing. There's no peer pressure, if you will.
Something very interesting here. Says Daryl, he says, my wife thinks I'm crazy for spending the money we do on these beautiful hats. I mean, it's a way of life for me. Is anyone catching the same heat I am? And then someone says, hey, if you buy the new hat the same color as the old one, you're good.
Ask her how much she spends on her shoes or purses.
Well, here's
If we had to pay for every hat, ooh, no. I mean, I can't even tell you.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Ask her how much she spends
Hats
on
are-
shoes,
hats are
purses,
expensive.
makeup, all of it.
hats are expensive, but you only, we talk about it all the time, right? Cry once,
Buy once, cry once. If you buy the high quality, you only have to spend that money
right?
once.
It's going to last forever,
If you buy that 7 or that 10X, it's not going to last nearly as long.
right? Or you got to spend $35 or $25 to go in and get it reshaped a couple times a year. So, there's that. Look, we're lucky, to have great partners that help us out with hats. Now we need one for boots because I need a new pair of boots.
Yes.
Have you tried the JH boots?
I haven't, no.
You haven't. Oh, you're missing out, man.
I've speaking of those,
Yeah.
the ones now that have the black and the green,
Uh-huh.
I kind of want one of those. Those are kind of cool.
We did this ties on about a topic that I'm gonna bring up later, but we did a boot video.
Yeah.
Like a little TikTok video transitioning into different boots.
Okay.
I tried on all of the boots that my dad has to offer, square toe, not the ones that you were looking at, but they have the same insole and everything. Like I'm stepping on clouds. Really comfortable.
I can't wear the square toe. I just can't. This is about as wide as I can get.
Yeah.
But
Well, try out the one Connor's talking about.
yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
Is it narrower?
I think it's a little more maybe
Like
of
a
a
cutter
snip
toe?
toe.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they're-
we'll check it out.
Aren't they the black rough outs? Isn't that what they
They're
are?
black rough
They're
outs.
black
yes,
rough outs.
Black rough outs.
Black shank, but it's got the lime green
The
JH up
yeah.
here on the shank.
Yeah.
All right.
I hated it at first. I was like, that is gaudy and
Really?
tacky. Then I walked by it 10 minutes later. I was like, that is so
It's
cool.
nice.
I want one. I want them now.
I have mine on the Big Bass coffee color, the light coffee color.
Right.
I need a pair of those because
Those are
I don't
nice.
have any big bass boots yet.
The pineapple boots.
Yeah.
And Joby says, also, guys, quick reminder, last day to order online or by phone is December 18th to be delivered by Christmas.
There
So
you go.
please
It's
don't
Wednesday.
wait until the last minute.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So good to know. If you need a hat for Christmas and you want it by Christmas,
Do it now.
do it now.
Yeah.
Or at least before Wednesday. Before probably 3:00 Wednesday. What time's the shipping go out?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? There you go. Well, you got to do it before that too, because you're still working on online orders, right?
Right. We're mostly caught up. I think we are caught up because we have both stores working on onlines now.
Well, when I was there the last day, we were supposed to be all caught up. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the other day we only had 4 onlines to pick up.
Yeah.
So if we're not caught up, we're right there at it.
I forget when it was your dad called me. It was late at night one night. He was there working on online orders after the store closed.
I think
That's
it
common.
was the same day we went to go help him out.
Yeah.
We stayed there till like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
packing orders. I called him. I saw his stories. I was like, hey, you need help? Let me go shape some hats, whatever. He was like, come on.
Come on. All right.
Yeah.
I would stay, but it's a long way home.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he also knows
just
if he needs
Sleep
me.
on the couch.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
that the night after the party. That's what I did.
Yeah.
But he knows. Hopefully, Joby, you know that if you need me to stay or anything like that, all you have to do is ask, and I'll be there.
He's like a robot. Just put him to work. I mean,
Give me something to do. Point me in a direction. Turn me loose. I'll get it done.
What's his famous line? I just work.
I just work
here.
here.
Yeah. There we go.
But also,
I hate it here.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
But there again, like I say, you've heard me say it too. It's his name on the building. He
Yeah.
signs my check. You tell me what to do. I'll get it done.
right on.
I got some questions here.
right.
Justin Gapar, by the way, happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday.
It was his birthday this week.
I remember seeing that.
Yes.
I mean, I remember seeing it. I thought it was when we were doing the 200X giveaway, but
He's a big supporter.
yes.
Random boot question for y'all. How much wider is the 5-toe on Connor's Fenolios versus the traditional cutter on Joe's chocolate Fugees?
I don't know. I think this is probably, I would say, 1.5 wide.
Those are probably 2.
Yeah,
2.5.
a half-inch wider. So they're not that much wider. They're not a traditional. I don't even know if a wide square toe is traditional. It's not your normal wide square toe.
I don't know. I don't kick them on as much things as I normally do, so they must be a little bit narrower.
All right. We got the Hey Dudes on today.
Hey, dudes.
Oh, yeah. He did.
Sure.
Can't ever go wrong with a good pair of Hey Dudes.
Oh no, I love Hey Dudes. I didn't at first. I hated them.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to try them, but I think I got the Justins first, the knockoffs.
Yeah.
The Justin knockoff Hey Dudes, which were the absolute worst piece of the crap in the world.
I like the
a week,
Ariats.
about a week, and the cushion just went like that. It was like it had no rebound anymore. So
Have you tried the Hui shoes? There's the Hui ones, right? The one my dad's wears.
I thought he wore the Ariat one.
Area? It was the area. One of
I
those.
think the
two, yeah.
Ariat.
We saw
I've
them
got
at
a
the store.
couple
Have you
pair
tried
of the Ariat ones.
with the thick soles.
The Ariats have the thick
Yeah.
soles. Yeah, those are the only ones I can wear. I can't wear the hair dudes.
They're probably pretty comfortable. I don't wear them very often because they're comfortable maybe on like the sole of the foot, the cushion, but they don't fit like a Hey Dude, right? The Ariats they're tight.
They're a little tighter.
Stiff.
They're a little tighter.
They're stiffer, right, on like the sidewall and stuff. So
A little bit, yeah.
Hey
they're-
Dudes are just.
A little more of a work shoe, maybe.
Yeah.
Might call them.
I use Hey Dudes in the house. It's like my house slipper, right? So
Positive Time 79, who is a member.
Hey.
Thank you for being a
Thanks for
member.
being here.
He wants to know how many times can you shape a 200X?
infinite,
As long as you're using proper steam
right?
and proper techniques, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. I mean, and it's a 200X, so you can send it back for refurb too. So if it gets too floppy over the years, you can send it back. They'll redo it, and it'll come back
Just-
nice and stiff again.
Just depends on how it's shaped.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's only been shaped a couple times, and but it just stays there, right? So
Yeah.
once you first of all, you have to find the shape you like. Once you get that shape, I've seen a lot of people who will shape that hat 15, 20 times before they find, right, if they're new to it.
Oh yeah, finding your shape is difficult.
It is. And they will change weekly to something new until they find something they like, or they'll give up on a hat completely.
Yeah.
Once you've found your shape, you put your shape in it, and if you don't beat it to hell like Connor does, and if you just wear it like a hat, right, like you would a ball cap or anything else, especially a 200X, you don't need to reshape it very often at all. I mean, we're talking years, right?
And one last question.
Mhm.
I know Joe's and Connor's opinions, so this question's for you, Junior. What is your opinion on the Cali style hats and tall crown?
Oh, here we go again.
go.
Wait a minute.
No.
Make this at least 1 minute and 30 seconds long.
Junior, I said that question's for him.
I know.
Sit here with my head down.
I want to make sure we get a good TikTok out of this. So
Well, I'm gonna look straight at you because my girlfriend's from California.
Oh,
so
okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna feel the heat coming from this way. Yeah.
There's not enough light.
She's already
You can still see her.
She's
Okay.
already giggling.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I rocked one before actually.
Really?
We went to a show in California. And I wore one a whole night. Of course, I felt like funny, but
It felt weird.
I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
You've
The-
shaped
the-
enough of them.
I've shaped some. They honestly shape pretty weird on the straws. They bend up a little bit. They have
Okay.
a little bit of a lip to them.
Mhm.
I don't know. They're not for me.
Are they very popular in this area?
This area, no.
The people you're having come in and buy one or order one, they're all going to
Yeah, they're mainly California,
right.
Chicago. Yeah, and they're
Chicago too.
yeah.
All right,
Chicago.
let's just leave that stuff in California and Chicago and
Yeah,
Call it a day.
You wouldn't see yourself in a tall crown, Joe?
hell no.
Tall crown?
I'd love to see him wearing one of those.
You were doing so good until you said leave it there.
Leave it there.
That's that's a little aggressive, Joe. That's a little aggressive.
Ay, Dios mío. Well, Justin says Connor has reshaped my two felts twice already, and each one is a different shape. One is a dome cattleman, and the other is a cattleman with full cutters.
Mhm.
Yes, you're pretty famous too, Connor.
He's
Oh,
getting there.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
people come and ask for Connor,
Yeah.
the celebrity.
He
Yeah,
doesn't like
it's
it.
so weird when your dad says that too. I'm
Yeah.
like, really? It's your name on the dang building, really?
So here's the deal. Connor likes it, but he doesn't like to be teased about it.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I do like it. It's an honor.
Yeah.
It's just, it's still so weird to me when somebody comes in and says, "Are you Connor?" Who's asking?
Who's asking,
It's
do I
that-
owe you money?
It's that guilty
Do I
conscience.
owe you money?
I don't know what it is. It's that guilty conscience that I'm just immediately going, "Who's asking? Why? What do you want?"
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. He's not here at the moment. Wrong white guy.
And then
Yeah,
they
right.
say, "Aren't you the Cowboy Cartel?"
Yeah,
guy?"
aren't you Cowboy Cartel? Yes. I had 2 or 3 people today because I'm wearing this shirt. Immediately,
yeah.
they came up and said something like, "Don't you do the YouTube videos?" I help.
Hey, look, somebody sent us some boot jacks, which you have not brought yet.
Huh?
Boot jacks. The guy came in with boot jacks.
Crickets.
For us?
Yeah, and he sent a message to me. He said he saw you in there wearing.
No, he came to bring them to Joby, not to us.
Oh.
They weren't for us.
Well, he said he brought some in for us.
Probably slipped in an extra pair for real.
Shows what I know. I didn't see them. I didn't see it. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Alright.
I dropped
All
the
right.
ball.
Long gone
Okay,
now, yeah.
we'll get
Yeah,
that figured
yeah.
out then.
Lights are
We'll
on.
figure out
Nobody's
where
home.
they're at. All right.
Lights are on. Nobody's home.
Well, Joe, to add on to that Cali thing, I think it all falls under the personal taste, Like,
Absolutely.
they could be like, oh, well, we grew up with this.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wear what you want to wear, except that. Don't wear that.
Come on.
Here in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
kind of
don't-
like it's
don't
kinda
wear
like
it in
the starch
Texas.
jeans type of thing.
Starch jeans. Yeah.
Like I said, my girlfriend's from Cali. When I first went to go visit her in California, she's like, "What are you wearing?" Like, this is my everyday outfit. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Uh-oh.
I get
It's like,
you.
what is that line right there?
Yeah.
Starch.
Yeah.
Look at it. But
You could cut things with that. I mean, with those jeans.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's this. They have that tradition over there for tall crowns. Joby's has his Texas style.
Yeah.
What if my dad were to open a Cali location? How would that turn out? Would he then transition into? Would he get changed into like a Cali style, or would he then influence Cali into that Texas kind of?
That's actually
Cowboy
a really
shit.
good question.
You know what I mean?
That's a really good question.
That's
Is he
actually
gonna-
what I wanted to talk about when you brought up that question.
That is because you see it in food all the time, right? In Mexico at Pizza Hut or Papa John's or Domino's, whatever. When you order pizza, they bring ketchup because you guys like to eat ketchup on
Yeah.
pizza in Mexico.
Yes.
And
Here-
they don't have ranch.
Right.
Over here,
Exactly.
ranch.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Ranch,
Your ranch,
ranch
our
in Mexico
ketchup.
is disgusting.
Yeah,
Like, if you can find it,
yeah.
it's bad. It doesn't taste
No,
good.
we have HEB there. Come on.
Now.
What are you talking about?
Now.
There's HEB in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Walmart.
Only the rich cities
Am-
have them.
I'm the only person in this room that hasn't been to Mexico.
There's one in Juriquilla.
And what
What?
was that?
There's one in Juriquilla.
Juriquilla, Querétaro.
She knows what I mean.
Yeah.
But he gives me hell every time we eat pizza, you know, and I put the cat soup on it. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "You know what I'm doing,
It's
baby. Just let
cat
me do my thing."
How
Yeah.
about that, huh?
Yeah,
It's not ketchup.
It's ketchup.
Gatsu.
Cat soup.
We were in Italy.
My granddad
and
called it that forever.
Thank God she didn't ask for ketchup when we ate pizza there. Oh my God, I'd have died.
Yeah. Of course, I was not gonna do it there.
And at the movie theater with the hot sauce on the
Really?
Popcorn?
I've never seen that.
you've never
Valentino?
seen that? Oh my God, yes.
Well, I mean,
That doesn't surprise me.
we do it here. You know, we sneak in a little bottle of extra hot sauce in the movie theater.
Oh yeah, it's
That
at the
doesn't
movie
surprise
theater.
me at all.
Nah,
Hey,
I'm only
Valentina for
joking.
life. You cannot talk bad about
I'm
it.
only
I mean,
joking.
Everybody at work, when they go to the store and get a bag of chips, they come back, open one end, and just dump sauce in it,
Oh,
and then
I
sit
know.
there with gloves and just.
It's different cultures, like you said though. Well, you know, it's what's it gonna
Yeah.
do,
So
right? If you
that'd
go
be kinda
there,
Are you
crazy,
gonna
though.
adapt or are you gonna change?
right?
So, you know, are people going to see that Texas style and be like, what is this? Or would that be bad for business? Or would then Joby's have to transition to something that would,
Or would it be like when he opened the store originally?
right? Who knows?
Stay tuned.
it's
Only one way to find out.
like Schrodinger's cat.
Uh huh.
I
Schrodinger's hat.
I think
Yeah.
I'd rock a tall crown though.
Yeah?
Have it up here.
don't know.
What do you call that, Connor? Dumble dimble dimbledun? What?
Down Malone.
Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah.
The silent head shake from off camera is saying no.
No.
It seems like the crowd is saying no.
No.
So what does she
Definitely
think
not.
about hats? Was she? I mean, she didn't.
Well,
She the jeans kind of threw her for a loop. How about the hat?
Yeah.
Is it
well, the Texas style hat, because she was used to the tall crown.
right?
She has never really worn a hat before, but then one day she just threw on mine.
Yeah.
And she was like, I like this.
There you go.
So her first actually, customized hat was that CMOS that she got. I don't know if you've seen
No.
that new CMOS that my dad has. The
Oh
JJR
yeah,
Brand. Yeah.
that's a good looking
Yeah,
hat.
she actually has the CMOS and she's actually worn it this weekend. It looked nice. Yeah, it looked nice. on
Cool.
her.
Cool. I'll have to see pictures of that because I have not seen that yet.
Yeah,
But you'll see ones of the Mora very
Yes.
soon.
we're turning her into a Texas girl. Huh?
There you go.
I told her to starch her jeans. She didn't want to.
No, not gonna do it.
Starch
Lorena,
jeans. What do you think about that, Connor?
I mean, I don't ever starch mine. I don't starch them unless that's only for formal stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, I can't have nice things because, case in point, I'll wear
Right.
nice clothes and then have to work on a vehicle that same day. And crawling up and down underneath that truck earlier, the starch jeans would have just ripped and torn.
I only
Yeah.
do if we're going out to an event
Yeah,
or
that's the only time I do
Well,
it.
you feel more formal, right? Don't you? Or how do you? Because when I have starch jeans on, I feel like more
You feel more cleaned up and
presentable.
put
I
together.
think. You know.
Nah, I
think
mean,
it's
I
kind
don't
of like
know.
a look good, feel good type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more appropriate in the Western industry, right?
Right.
It fits, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're dressed
So-
Western, then yes, you need the starch jeans if you're going out.
Right.
But like I said, for me, for working every day, because I never know what I'm going to do or what my day is actually going to entail, I don't want to starch them because for me, my experience with starching my jeans is they just rip and rot out really quickly. And jeans ain't cheap. Unless Wrangler, Cinch, Ariat, all these companies want to sponsor us, I'll stick with, no starch until I need it.
All right. So, what time is it? I don't have a watch on today.
It's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Well, almost 10.
We've only been at it for an hour and a half.
We've been
Hour and a
here
half.
While.
An hour and a half. We've been doing it for a while. So
You
Quiet.
already getting tired, Joe?
no, I'm not. But we can't roll it all night long.
I mean, we gotta have a reason to have you come back sooner or later.
Right? Yeah.
I have a reason for you to come back,
Uh-oh.
and
What's that
I was going to ask you about this. So Lorena got a new JH10X,
Yay.
and we need to get it shaped.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we've got a hat bar here.
Yeah.
You should come back and do a video shaping that hat.
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
All right.
Fashion hat, something crazy.
What do you want to do?
Well, I have no idea yet, but I'll
We're
come
gonna
up
let
with
her do her
something.
research.
It doesn't help. She had months to prepare for the 100X, and she figured it out on the ride to the video.
I mean, that's usually
Really?
the best time.
Yeah.
But it turned out
It did. It turned out fantastic.
Uh-oh.
I'll go get it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Our producers left,
Nope.
so
Okay, well, it's too late. You're gonna see it anyway. You guys are gonna get to see it too, though. I think you've seen it, but here it comes. So yeah, well, Connor and I did the 7210
Mhm.
video, and it turned out really good, and I liked that format. So let's have you back
yeah.
and do one there.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it's a great looking
Oh,
shape.
yeah, I like the lip on it. Right?
So I don't know
This
if
is
she's
really nice.
I don't know if she's gonna want to go kind of traditional or crazy fashion. She has both. She does both.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She does.
This
She-
is a really nice shape.
That's actually a mix between what I had in mind and what Joe suggested. He suggested the
Pencil
roll,
curl, yeah.
pencil curl, and I wanted a traditional crown, so we went to Double R, and of course,
Emilio knocked it out of the park.
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
I like the cutters.
Yeah.
I never been able to rock them, but I love how they look.
Yeah, I don't rock them kind of on a regular basis. I do have a hat that Amelia did for me, the 40X Evergreen, and it has cutters in it, and I like them. I love that hat. I wouldn't change it. I haven't changed it, but I don't know how many more I would do like that. I'm too traditional and kind of stick to this.
I think what makes it is definitely the lip.
The pencil curl
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that 100%. So we will get with Junior and we will figure out a time to do that video. So Lorena, you get to thinking about what you want to do with it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Right.
I actually have a complaint for you.
A complaint.
Uh-oh.
Complaint.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. You don't have that sound effect on there? Dun, dun, dun.
She got everything else but that.
Hang on.
Right.
No, I don't.
Well, actually, now looking at that Cowboy Cartel feather patch, I'm
Uh-oh.
missing one.
You don't have a
How
feather
about
patch?
that? I don't have any Cowboy Cartel merch.
We're
man.
gonna fix
man.
that
What-
right
Is there an
now.
email I can send a complaint to? Something? Yeah.
We're
Lorena,
gonna fix
Google.
that right now.
Lorena
Actually-
takes all the complaints. Have you seen our new Aces patch?
No.
Bring him an Aces patch too, real quick.
Well, actually, you can give me a complaint back because you don't have any JR
I
merch.
don't have any.
Ooh.
I
We can do
don't
a
have
little
any.
trade-off there. How about that?
There you go. Did
Huh?
you bring any with you?
I was going to. Yeah, but we're coming from the video shoot.
All right, we're gonna hook you up with all kinds of stuff before you leave here.
Yeah.
So
We actually kind of, pioneered something. I would like to say pioneer something to represent our brand. I don't know if they're called poplin hats. Poplin caps is a term.
okay,
They're golf hats. They have the little rope on them.
okay.
Yeah. Well, they are a specific type of rope, but I just had this crazy idea of adding a rope, but a more thicker, different kind of material,
Mhm.
and I just threw on a charm, and
I saw that.
That kind of came like the JR rope hat.
Yeah, I
So-
saw that.
So yeah, I that was kind of like a crazy invention, and we have something new that we just video shooted today.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's a twist. We're gonna be calling it the rope 2.0.
Take a look at those.
Oh yeah.
So that that feather was over a year in the making, and then also the
Really?
Aces too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Aces. I just thought it was really cool.
Oh wow.
You put it in the band, and it looks like it's kind of stuck in the band.
So you steered away from the felt patches?
Yeah. So we still do the felt patches for a couple of them. They're handmade, so they're a lot more expensive, right? And the definition you can get out of this style of patch, it's much cleaner if you have a lot of stuff going on. There was no way I could do the
This many colors and stuff.
right. So that feather, there's no way I could have done that in the handmade felt.
This is nice. This
Yeah.
is nice.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
So there you
Well,
go.
I'll bring you your JR merch next time. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Connor, if you drop my hat, you get the chancla. Look careful.
Don't want that, huh?
I saw the fear in his eyes. I'm like, whoops! Like, I almost dropped
So
it.
you guys have any big plans for Christmas? I forgot what holiday it was. Christmas. You guys going out of the country or anything?
Yeah, we're going out of country. My parents surprised me with a little birthday trip, 2021.
Okay.
This 21st, was that next week?
Next week.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
So we'll do something when you get back. Maybe let's do. You want to do the first of the year? Maybe that way everybody's
Yeah.
kind of calmed down because we've got family coming in from Mexico
Oh yeah.
on the 21st.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's do it.
So we'll figure out something that maybe that first week of the first of the year.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you wait that long? Get your hat shaped?
I'll have to. I'll manage.
All right.
Well, she
So-
can have it in time for stock show.
That's true.
Are you
That's
ready
true.
for stock show?
We're gonna go there. We're gonna go see you and your dad at the stock show, and we'll probably do a live from there.
Stock show's gonna be crazy. Man.
Yeah, we got to talk to them and see if we can, bring gear in, or if we're gonna have to do.
Honestly, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know what their restrictions on.
yeah. I think your dad's gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
He's so busy. I have to
Yeah.
remind him, right? Joby, if you're still watching, remember, ask the stock show if we can bring gear in to do a live. But
Yeah, he's been kind of preparing us for that time of year because that's crunch time.
Yeah.
That's work grind 24/7.
you taking Connor? Connor, we're still up in the air of whether Connor's gonna get to go.
I haven't talked to him about. Yeah.
Connor wants to go. He was not gonna tell anybody, but
Yeah.
he really wants to go.
I feel like that's Joe telling me I need to go. Kind of like Joe wanted me there for the giveaway, but I work at the news store now.
Here we go.
That giveaway was fantastic, man. We had 22,000 entries.
Really?
Really,
It was crazy.
5,000 people. We got tons. I sent your dad a report. I'll if you haven't seen it, I'll let you see it.
Yeah.
But the
interactions were crazy.
it was good. It was really good.
What was it, 100x or?
It was a 200x,
Oh yeah,
and we were talking about doing a 500 next. So guys, if you were
500.
500x, yeah. So guys, if you're not following us on Instagram and Facebook, make sure you're doing that, because that's where we announce all of this stuff, and you want to be the first to know when the 500x giveaway starts rolling in. So it's not going to be today or tomorrow, but it's coming soon. I guarantee that.
So if you're watching, I see 56 people watching, only 48 likes. What up with that? But yeah.
They're all watching Yellowstone.
Oh, let's go do that.
Yeah, that's right. Junior, hey man, thank you so much
Yes, sir.
for coming out here.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
We really appreciate you stopping in, and we're gonna do something the first of the year, so stick around for that.
Yeah.
And good luck on the new store.
By that time, we're gonna have more news on that for all the viewers.
Yeah.
The new store and the Joby's hat store and all that stuff.
Yeah, so by that time you'll know when it is. Maybe we can announce it. Or
Oh, yeah.
we can tell these guys
Yeah,
when
we'll have all the,
when
the
that'll
9 yards. Yeah.
that'll be happening. All right, cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with us tonight. I know we went a little long tonight, but there's a lot of interesting conversation
Right.
here. Absolutely. Guys, we'll see you soon.